The industry perspective is a space for those in the industry to speak freely about their experiences without fear of retaliation or a negative review. The views and opinions shared here are solely that of the individual and do not reflect the establishments in which they work. With that said, if you feel offended by these jokes, fuck it. We weren't expecting to get tipped by you anyway.
What?
I don't know. Anyways, let's get. I'm sorry. I'm done. All right, let's do it. You're gonna use that, aren't you?
I have not decided yet.
Oh yeah, good old Kirkland brand tequila, which probably has way less additives than Casamigos or Don Julio. Or we're losing all sponsors right now.
This is true.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone.
Great way to open the show.
Hey man, trash is trash. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the podcast where we pull back the curtain, give you some insight
Whoosh.
on what goes on behind the
Sir.
scenes of your favorite bar and restaurant.
Camera's there.
We like to call that the industry perspective. I'll just try to chameleon my eyes. One goes up, one goes down, I guess.
Yeah. Last week, everyone kept looking up at the other camera.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, we can look at this one or this one, just not that one. Because it looks super weird when we're like,
Yeah.
So we're not using that one at all. That's just the C.
that's just for audio.
Word.
And then that way we can see what everything looks like. Yeah, no one out there cares.
Word.
We should have talked
Sorry.
about that before we started.
Intros, I guess. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
You already did yours? Sorry.
I literally
I-
just finished.
And then you went back into this whole other line of dialogue. Thank you very much. What's up, motherfuckers?
Huzzah. Bitches?
We got a new guest. I'm just kidding. Which you may see
What the
before
fuck
more.
did you take before we
I
started
asked
shooting?
this question
Jesus.
Well,
2 minutes ago.
I'm just, you know what it is? It's the
What is it?
It's the crazy amount of love we're getting recently. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
So it's just seeing now people are like, oh shit, this that shit,
Yeah.
this that shit right there.
Who them?
The
Who they?
people,
The people.
the people.
Oh, no,
The
that's
people.
what they're saying about
Yeah.
us.
Oh yeah. Like
Oh,
who are they?
yeah.
Like oh, you about to find out.
Mm-hmm.
To quote a famous comedian, you will learn today. All right.
That sounded like a mixture between Matthew McConaughey and Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I didn't know which one we were going for
know which
either.
one you were
And I was
going
like,
for,
all
man.
right.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. Classic.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
I'm.
All right.
You know what?
Cool.
I want to see where you're taking us today because
Yeah.
I'm following your
Yo,
lead.
you
Yeah.
go ahead and start us
All
off.
right,
Yeah.
cool. Fuck it.
Start us
I'll-
off this
I'll-
week.
I'll tee it up.
Where do you want to start us off, man?
Shit, man.
Into the mic.
No, he's good.
Oh yes.
Yeah. We're actually all good now.
Yeah, I think we're all good.
When I was checking earlier, your sound was still good from this far out.
Oh, sick.
I don't want us to lean into that, but
Right.
just saying.
So I can go back.
I'm just happy that everyone stood with us or sat with us long enough
Listen
for us to
with
get
us.
all this shit figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
Last
this?
couple months there was a lot going on.
What was this thing about promotion? What's
Oh, that's on me. Yeah, that's
Oh.
mine.
I
We're not
should've
going
tagged.
in order. We
We're just
but we
going.
can start there
that?
if you
Fuck
like.
it. Hey, you know what? Start it wherever. Do
Oh,
you want to start with
fucking
that?
hell, man. I don't even know where I was going
What?
with that
the
either.
that accent?
What was that?
Guys,
fucking-
we,
Is
this
that-
is the.
is that British?
This is the.
Was
Out
that
of
were
our
you
ass.
trying to do British?
I was Drake trying to be
Hey,
British.
Hey, dude, don't.
That's
With
a
your
wild
all
team.
right. You can't talk shit.
Yeah. Please don't try to do an impression.
I'm doing no
Yeah,
accents.
yeah,
Even
we're
though
doing so
I'm a
bad
trained
already.
actor, I won't do accents
Do
today.
it. Do it.
Oh man, we were
Friend.
supposed to talk about that before we
My
came
friend,
on.
you got to do
no,
it, my
it's in
friend.
the thing.
My friend, please. You got to do it, my friend.
Sir, that's not an accent. That's just
You
the
know what?
language
It
of your
kind of
people.
reminded me of Robin Williams' kind of Middle Eastern accent in Aladdin a little bit. You know the beginning?
I was Robin Williams trying to do a Middle Eastern accent who's trying to do it.
Yeah.
Latino.
No, it wasn't a good one. No, but like it reminded me of the beginning of Aladdin. You remember Aladdin?
It was-
Okay, never mind.
It was
We're
good
off.
enough to remind you of it, so
Yeah.
I'll take my points. Go ahead. Sorry.
If you're still with us, hold on to your butts.
Oh man. I don't know how this episode sounds so unhinged when it's just the three of us.
Strap in and
we
strap
actually
on.
have an outline is the
Yeah.
crazy thing.
I know. Why the fuck did we write one? Apparently,
Yeah.
So this is something that a friend of mine had brought up to me over the last couple weeks, where the I guess you could say restaurant that they work in, they're one of the managers there, and they were trying to get one of their employees promoted. And I guess that service assistant.
What's
I knew
up?
you were gonna go there. Can you
must
just
be
stay
down to-
distracted with what you're doing
They
and
must
let
be
me
down
tell
as
the story?
fuck. Sorry, go ahead.
Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what your ass get. Trying to do flair.
So they're essays and down as fuck.
Yeah,
Continue.
he was down as fuck. So he was trying to get promoted up to bartender. And I guess he's been there for a really long time. And the way it ended up going was when it came time for him to start interviewing with upper management to try to get this promotion, they kind of torpedoed it and made it seem like, oh, well, his spirit knowledge isn't up to snuff and doesn't know what he's doing and anything like that. They kind of hit him with the, you don't have enough experience. You need 2 years of experience. And it's like, how do I get 2 years of experience until you give me the job?
Yeah.
Or the
kinda
torpedo
deal.
shit. I know what that's like.
Yeah,
Beauty of
absolutely.
Fucking Essex.
Yeah, but basically
Rest in peace.
it was basically one of those situations where
Right.
he was trying to go about it the right way. He wanted to stay there. He's been there for years. He just wanted to be promoted. And they were like, no, we just want to keep you where you're at. The whole time that they've been interviewing all these other people for this bartender position, but established bartenders don't want to really work there. They don't make enough money.
Right. And that's kind of, I think, the thing that like a lot of restaurants or bars in general need to understand. If you know you're in a position where you cannot provide the actual like asking salary or pay rate of someone for the position that you're asking for, you need to kind of sort of go with someone that has been loyal to at least the brand and the company, that is willing to learn, that is willing to step up and take that probably pay rate that no other person in that position would take. And then you just train them up, especially if the person that your friend that is the manager, you said, if
Yeah,
they're
it's one
willing
of
to
the
work
managers.
with them and like say like, hey, I want to make sure that they're set up for success and that, you know, they will continue to to represent the brand well, because I think that's the biggest thing, right? It's like they're already in this company and in this store, this restaurant, whatever, and they are already that committed to the brand, and they just want, you know, to continue to support that brand at a higher capacity. Why not give them that opportunity to do so, especially when you know that you're not going to find anyone to actually take that position. I feel like the same thing is happening over at my spot where, you know, there's a friend of ours and he's been asking for a promotion for quite some time, and he's been working as a great addition to the back of house for a lot of years. I feel like if I say how long, then that might whatever.
Yeah.
But he's been working there for quite some time, and he sits down and he talks to like the head chef, and it's like, hey, I don't want to leave, but I'm being put in a position where it just makes sense for me to leave because I put in X amount of time here. I've shown my loyalty. I've seen people around me get promoted, and I know for a fact, not even being cocky necessarily, but just being like, hey, I know what I'm bringing to the table, and I see what they're bringing to the table, and what other people in the back house complain about what they lack, the people that are being promoted. And so it's just it's disheartening when you continue to kind of express yourself to your higher ups, and they're just like, yeah, well, you know, we're gonna give it some more time and we're gonna see. And it's just like, dude, I have other opportunities. Like, I put in my time here, and I'm just asking to get rewarded from my loyalty to this brand, the work I put in. And you need a position filled, and you know you're not going to hire from outside and get someone to work for the amount of money that you're asking for. He doesn't even care about the money.
Right.
At this point, he's just like, yo, I just want to continue to grow within the company. And you're literally telling me there's this glass ceiling that you won't let me go past for whatever arbitrary reason. And there might be real reasons that I'm not aware about that he's not speaking to. But from what I can see from the outside looking in, it just looks like it's unfortunate because I've seen people around him that do get promoted, and I know from working with those people that they drop the ball all the fucking time. And I'm sure they dropped the ball with other stuff going on in back of house. And I'm just like, word, they got promoted over this person? That's interesting. But, you know.
I mean, another thing that doesn't get spoken about is how many jobs someone will pass up over the time that they're trying to get promoted where they are. You know, you could skip the line somewhere else, go work in another spot. But especially if you've been in a place for a long period of time, then you know what to expect. You know the SOPs, the standard operating procedures, whatever. Like you've already been trained in it. You know how to do your job. I'd rather just stay here with everyone I know, do my job correctly, but I do want to move up. You know, sometimes you have things in life, marital, having kids, any of those things, life changes. You want to buy a house or something like that.
Right.
You need to make more money. You don't want to stay where you're at. And a lot of times you will know other people, especially if you're in a big city. And you'll know people who, hey, you should come work over here with me. Nah, man, I'm going to stay where I'm at. 3 months go by, 6 months go by, there's a promotion, you don't get it. I mean, that's so deflating.
Yeah.
How are you able to then stay in that place and still give your heart to it, you know, after they just kind of shit all over you like that.
Right.
You know,
because it definitely feels like there's a lot of brand loyalty. That's the thing that just keeps on coming to my mind when I hear about that, or like the situation with your friend. It's just like, yo, I am trying to be loyal to this company, this brand, and you are continuously telling me that I am just a replaceable number on a line. That's what you're communicating to me and showing me straight up to my face. And it's just like, all right, cool. And then I go to sit down and you telling me like, oh, well, you know, like I'm about to put in my 2 weeks or whatever, and they'll be like, oh, well, no, please don't leave. It's like, okay, if you're telling me don't leave, give me a reason to stay besides just we love you here or some bullshit like that. Like, tell me some shit. Yeah.
Can you fix Therapy Bear for me, please? Someone? Yeah.
Well, Therapy Bear's feeling it.
Yeah,
So
definitely
going
feeling
through
it.
the bills.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I don't have any additional comments. I mean, I think you guys hit it all on the head pretty well. It fucking sucks. Very deflating, defeating. And yeah, two of the places that I left was...
Pull yours a little closer. There you go.
Two of the places I
You're
left
good there.
was very much like that. The first place, when I was going to leave, they're like, no, like, we love you here. We love you here. We need you here, blah, 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 blah. And one of the biggest telltale signs was when my lead bartender broke down crying because I was quitting. And I was like, yeah, I need to go. If you guys rely on me that much and I'm only making this much, and you're upset because you know how integral I am to this team, but they're not willing to give me.
Integral.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
You said that with a white accent.
Dude, that shit out there. Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card. Just play the trap card. So that to me was like, oh, I made a great decision. And then I told her, like, you need to leave too. Because you know all the stress that's about to come onto you. So
you know what? I if I'm not mistaken, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I actually just spoke with them a couple of days ago, and they're dealing with a similar situation where they work now.
Damn.
Are you sure we're talking about the same person?
With the K?
No.
Okay.
No,
all right,
no,
cool.
no, no.
Which one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyways.
that other
But even
coworker
then,
of yours is
like
dealing with a similar issue.
they still felt it too, because they're
Yeah.
like, oh shit. Well, I mean, good for you. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, if one of your bar leads is fucking breaking down because you're gonna leave, it's like, yeah, then they should have given you more money, and also you need to fucking leave.
It just reminded me, I don't know if you guys, neither one of you have seen this movie, and I think I've brought it up as a reference before, but it's literally toward the end of 12 Years a Slave.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that.
I've seen it.
God, it's this moment where Brad Pitt comes out of nowhere and it's just like, yo, I'm gonna get you up out of here, to the main character, and then he's formed this like bond with Lupita, and then he's on a wagon like just leaving, and she's just like in the middle of the street just like she's being left, and like she literally just looking at him with like these wide eyes of just like, my friend is leaving me, and she just like passes out from the anxiety of being left behind. And it's crazy. And then like it's literally the shot with like it's just him in the foreground, and then you just see the blurry background, and you just see her like body just like faint behind her as you see him and his determined face of like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, I'm finally getting the fuck out of here. And that's literally what happens with like those situations where you're just like, yeah, I got to get the fuck out of here, and I'm sorry, friend, but like I gotta look out for me, and you damn sure should look out for yourself. Because
I just love how many times on this show we have tried to tie together, apparently, working in a place that you don't want to work at and slavery.
I mean, do you want to work?
Wow.
Do you want to work at a
that is such a bridge
plantation?
to cross?
No. So
holy fuck.
It's
but I know we have made that
reference
connection.
No, I remember making
several times.
Y'all, not me.
No,
Do not put me in there.
I
never.
You spearheaded it the last time.
I didn't even look at you.
Yeah, I thought you spearheaded the slavery interaction last time.
Huh?
No, that felt like, yeah, no, you definitely led it with like, yeah, god damn it, these niggas are always leaving. No, I remember. We should pull it up. I feel like it was like episode like 87 or something like that. You definitely said that phrase.
You better stop.
No, you definitely said like, I'm ready to leave these niggas behind at this bar. I feel like that's what you said verbatim.
It's not what I didn't say that.
You thought it. You meant it. But
I plead the fifth.
All right.
the awkward silence isn't helping you at
He
all.
literally pled the fifth. It was just the FIF.
Fifth.
I'm gonna plead the fifth. I'm gonna get out of this the only way I know how, man.
Stop putting me out there like that. I didn't say or think these things. I didn't. Anyways.
All right. All right. But I know where I work, because it's such a small spot. It's not that it's hard to get promoted there. It's just there's just not a lot of opening for that. You know, I know in larger places, especially sports bars, like I know that was one of the things we want to talk about. We can transition into that next if you like, but depending on where you're working at and how large of a workforce it is, that can make it harder to get promoted. But in a smaller space, it's just as hard to get promoted sometimes.
For sure.
Because you get those people who work there forever and they never leave, and they have all their regulars, so they know how much money they're going to make every week, and there's no room for movement.
Yeah.
In instances like that, I completely wholeheartedly agree with just getting yourself out of there. If you're, I don't want to say you're at a lower position, but say you're at a position that you want to be promoted up from and there's no room for movement, just leave. Don't waste your time hanging around there. Get your training in, whatever it is that you need to be able to put on your resume. If it says you need 2 years, get one and lie. I don't care.
Absolutely.
Just do whatever you got to do to
Yeah.
be able to say that you did this job and move on to the next job. Although it is pretty fucked up that you can go from a place and go somewhere else and lie on your resume, and they'd rather give you a job and take a chance on you and hope that your resume is good and hope you can do what you say you could do while they have people working for them trying to be promoted up.
Yeah.
And they're holding them back.
Yeah.
So to me, that says a lot about the places that you're working at. And whenever I see things like that, I know I got to get out of there.
Yeah.
Which thankfully for me, I haven't worked in too many places like that though.
I don't think I have either. The smaller bar I worked at, definitely when we went through our management issue, there was one year we went through 7 or 8 managers, and like they were just like, "Do you have a pulse? Cool, we would love for you to be our manager." And
Jesus Christ.
no, we were like promoting people left and right, and we just could not keep a person.
pulse.
Yeah,
That's
no,
funny.
it was bad. At the current location, we promote 23-year-olds every other day. It's
Jesus
I don't know
Christ.
how.
no. You said what?
I don't know how. I don't know how y'all do that.
No, they're great people. I love them too.
Oh, they definitely are great people.
Yes, but I don't know if they should be managing
like you're
restaurants.
fucking
or
recruiting
bars.
kids straight out of high school and sending them out.
Yeah,
That's insane.
it's
Yeah.
it's a little odd.
In service industry years, that is like
it feels definitely
Yo.
because like they just don't have the wherewithal to approach a lot of our guests about when issues arise. You know what I mean? Which is, I mean, we have security and stuff like that, but it just feels like, I don't know, you need just a little bit more worldly experience with bars, with restaurants, even as a guest, to be able to know how to approach it as a manager to approach different situations.
And I would like to also add that we don't want to make it sound like being young doesn't mean you cannot be a manager. It's
Not
just
at all.
one of those things. Is just it all depends on where you are working and what's being demanded of you.
Yes.
If you're working at a high volume place, and especially if you've been there for less than a year, then no, you shouldn't be managing anything.
Yeah.
You're
No.
barely managing to show up on time usually. If you're that young and working in this industry, there's no way you can be counted on like that.
It's tough.
And if you are, like, that's an exception to the rule. That is not the rule. You know. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't have.
No,
any,
you're good.
I didn't
It's
have any segue from
it's
that.
kudos.
I didn't want anyone feeling like we were trying to say because someone is 23, they don't have the capacity because they haven't lived long enough, or there's some kind of ageism thing. It's just the majority of the 22, 23, 24-year-old age group, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, worrying about learning who they are, having a good time,
Yeah.
trying to pay their bills, learning how to do that, all of those things. They should not be also then trying to manage a fucking restaurant or bar or anything.
they
Like,
still got a lot more life left in them before they
exactly.
become a fucking husk.
Yeah.
It's like, I want more for you at 23, 24.
Don't do this.
That's more
Don't
than
do
what
this.
it's coming
Yeah.
down to.
It's really what it is. Don't fucking do this.
Don't
Yeah.
do it.
Get out.
Do
Get
it.
out.
No matter how they try to talk you into it,
And
don't
that's
do
the
it.
thing, because when they try to talk me into it, I'm just like, what that money look like? No.
Yeah.
And then when they talk them into it, it's very easy to sell them on the experience and like we're gonna grow you and develop you and
What
like
experience?
these skill sets you're gonna be able to take into whatever career you go into next, which is sometimes true. There is some facts to that, but it's
Oh, definitely, because I have a good friend, Fisher. He left.
shout out Fisher. I'm
Yeah,
shout
shout out to Fisher. He left Fight Club about a year and a half ago. He's actually one who got me in there. And when he left,
When he left
had,
Beauty in Essex. That place.
when he left Fight Club, he was the bar manager.
right.
So, and I hope he doesn't feel like I'm telling too much of his business. Like, it's nothing personal. It's just
Snitch.
That's what happened. I'm just stating facts. That's what happened. He was the bar manager when he left. Being the bar manager at that time makes it easier to put it on your resume that you can be a bar manager somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless of how long. At least you know what you're doing.
Right.
You're not starting from scratch.
You were entrusted
Exactly.
with the responsibilities.
Because I like saying you're padding your stats. You're basically putting on your resume that you have this.
Right.
Well, now he's, I believe, the GM of the restaurant that he works in.
Nice.
So just being able to say that he was a bar manager opened the door for him.
Of
Now
course.
more stress became involved, obviously, but you know, he's making way more than he was then.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, I don't know if I want to have all of his problems when it comes to running a restaurant, especially in the area that it is. Like, it's not a bad area, it's a very expensive area, and I can only imagine the clientele.
Oh, you got to deal with some shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah.
A lot of apologizing while wearing a suit. That just it just doesn't feel right to me.
No.
Excuse my duck.
Like, don't you see how I'm dressed today? I cannot be
Yeah.
apologizing to you.
No.
You should be apologizing to me. Shit. How dare you insult my employee?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, when
Start
it comes to
flipping tables and
promotions, you know, it is always a very tricky subject because, you know, there are some times where people feel like they are worthy of a promotion that they are definitely not worthy of, regardless of age. Sometimes you see people who just move into management because they can't physically do the job anymore, or they're too lazy to fake it.
Yeah. And while I'm talking shit, I'm honestly considering possibly becoming an assistant bar manager. Like, I'm thinking about it low key. On the lowest of keys.
Wow.
It's like literally like a C minor key. Like it's very low key. But
It
like
just sounds to me like you're being, seduced by the dark side.
yeah, no, they're trying to. But like I'm pretty sure the money's not going to be where it needs to be. For that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like
Don't you do it.
Oh, you're talking about the comment. Yeah. No, but it's definitely just like there's a certain like base like I need. If I'm not getting tips, then like there's a lifestyle that I'm accustomed to, which is not much. It's literally
and tips is definitely.
You mean comfort?
like comfort in Los Angeles.
You mean the American dream of comfort?
Of just
You're like, hey,
can I
might
pay my
need to do
bills
a little
and go out a
extra?
couple times a month? Like that's
It's
literally.
so- it's so
I don't.
sad.
I don't need to travel much either. Like I just need to have bills paid and
Yeah, fuck that. I need to travel.
I
We need to
really
be making
want to
more
travel.
money.
I
But
know.
like,
I
yes,
gotta travel
that's
too.
what I'm saying. So like, but
I need to get my passport, so I need people to tip so I can use that to get my passport.
Man, when you were getting tipped, you didn't get your passport. But let's find out.
So speaking of tipping, anyways, we're just gonna gloss over that.
speaking of just the tip, what?
Yeah. So people are, and I say people, I mean the common rabble, the civilians,
You really put them down.
the
here.
common rabble,
Who are these people?
the commoners, the civilians, the civvies. They're really getting upset and confused and angry because they're confused about gratuity and then tip. It's like this whole thing that I'm starting to see now too, that they're assuming like every place is just including gratuity, which a lot of places are too now. It's fucking insane. It's really crazy.
Mhm.
It's kind of sidetrack. Smoke shops are now implementing tipping.
Really?
Not weed. I'm like just straight up like hookah, fucking vape shops, tobacco, like just tipping. So I'm right there with you guys. That's fucking insane. Let's bring it back.
Where? Not
I
like
don't
the
know.
destiny, but like I'm just saying, like, what is the service that they're? And that's nothing against. I don't actually go to many smoke shops, so I don't know. But like, is there a lot of service going on there that they?
Well, here's the thing, and just real quick, and we'll bring it back, is
Okay.
because they're answering the questions.
Your face is just like, tell me more about this bullshit.
They're answering your questions and basically doing their fucking job, but they're also getting paid a regular wage. So I don't think tipping should be implemented.
The reason why I had that face is because we don't know what they're being paid.
That's true.
Yes.
That's
Okay,
my main thing.
And I
So
felt like a
fair,
hypocrite
fair.
for 2 seconds because in my head I was just like,
the reason why I had that expression is because thinking about the hookah spots that I've been to and the conversation we had off air about how a lot of hookah spots are just fucking trash,
yeah,
but they also at least when I used to go to them, they weren't that expensive.
no,
So the overhead was pretty low.
yeah,
So then if your overhead is pretty low, then you're also not paying your employees a profitable wage. So then the only way you can keep any employees to run your hookah lounge if they're not related to you is to then say, well, let's put a gratuity on and make sure you're paid at least enough to keep you in here. So you're not having a revolving door of people working behind that register or working in your shop. But that also that kind of leans into how these hookah spots, the majority of the time, they pop up in these places that have not been occupied for a while. Like no one's been going there for a while, or no business has been there for a while. So then the people who own the property manager, oh, let's give these people a discounted rate. But that rate, even though it is low for them, is so high for any other business.
right.
The only people who want to pay it is a hookah lounge. And then how can you pay for it? You got to keep your overhead low. It's just this capitalist fucking thing,
Catch-22, yeah.
which I get it. There are a lot of ways that capitalism is good. There are a lot of ways that they're bad. But a place like that, if you want to keep your overhead low, that's fine. Then don't hire employees. Just have it all in the family. Then you're not. Then you're not. You're not paying a lower wage. Just like all the money stays within the family. And if you can't do that, then you need to charge a better rate.
We can. I want to go back to that. So let's put a pin in it because there was this one hookah spot back in Chicago. I want to say Chicago suburbs. It was in the town of Lombard. So people, my friends that do listen to this, know what place we're talking about. Where it
Talking
was
about Illinois.
yeah.
Okay.
It was in Lombard, and I forget the name of the fucking place, but it was literally like a hookah lounge / nightclub, but it was small. It was like the front you had the like hookah lounge area, then the back you had the dance floor. It was this really weird thing that they did, and it popped off for like a good chunk of the winter leading into the summer, and then that shit died out super fast. And they definitely were serving people underage, because a lot of my friends were underage and they were serving them. But anyways, put a pin on that. I wanted to show this this video when we were speaking about tipping and gratuity, where the line is either getting blurred or the civilians are getting confused.
I watched it off your phone.
Yeah. So here, let me go ahead and roll the tape here.
The rest of your income by begging for charity from strangers.
Yo, I'm glad somebody brought this up, because we got to talk about this whole tip culture thing, especially here. Like, I'm in Houston. I used to live in Atlanta, and I can imagine it's the same in other big cities, Miami, LA, New York, stuff like that. Bruh, these bottle girls, waitresses, servers, they be hella out of pocket. Let me give you an example that just happened a few days ago. So, all right, I met a few people at this spot called Paradise Lounge here in Houston.
It's a little bit
on
long.
Thursday, whatever like that, you feel me? So by the time I came there, it was about to start happy hour. I got around right before, because I'm like, all right, I'm playing catch up. It was only 4 of us in the lounge or whatever in the little section. So I got around for all 4 of us. Cool. That's full price. They said at 10 o'clock is $5 tequila shots. I think it was like Casamigo or something like that. So I told the server, I'm like, look, at 10 o'clock, get me another 4 shots for the section, all right? Keep up with it. So the server's like, yeah, okay, cool, I got you, whatever. I also ordered some food. So 10 o'clock hit. It's maybe like 10:05 too, because, you know, it take them forever to catch up with you. So I caught her attention. I was like, yo, give me 4 more. You know what I'm saying? Gave her the sign. I was like, it's 10 o'clock. All right, bet. Cool. Got that round. And then we was about to close out probably like another hour, well, maybe like 30, 45 minutes or something like that. And instead of getting 4 shots, one of the person was like, I'm good, so I got 3. So that is 7 shots that should be $5 a piece, right? The other 4 beforehand were full price. So shorty, you know what I'm saying, I gave her let's wrap it up. She tried to be slick. She tried to slide me the ticket with everything. You're not gonna pull one over on me. I told her, like, print it out. I want to see it first. You know what I mean? She brought the ticket over there. She tried to charge me full price for all the shots, all of them, and the number was wrong. So I was like, hey, excuse me. So I was like, look, them last 2 rounds should have been at $5 a piece, because, you know what I'm saying, it's happy hour, right? She's like, oh, yeah, my bad. So she tried to be slick. Came back, and only like 3 of them were on a happy hour price. I'm like, mama. That's what we not going to do. I had 4 shots, full price, right? 4 shots at $5 and another 3 shots at $5. So 7 shots should be $5 a piece. They should be $35. I'm not being cheap. I'm not a stingy dude. I'm not frugal, but at the same time, I wasn't born yesterday. You're not gonna get over on. So she bring the ticket back again, whatever. First of all, the only reason she got over is because I was like, okay, I'm looking at the happy hour drinks. I'm like, okay, boom. She got 7 of those at $5, boom. And then she had 5 of the regular shot prices, but I didn't catch it till after I paid. So she got an extra shot off me, because there's 4 people in the section. Where that 5th shot come? And then on top of that, man, she brought the ticket back for me to add an extra tip. But I looked at the thing, man, you already got $25 off me. You already got the autograt 25 ball off me. So you not going to get nothing extra, especially when you trying to, you know what I'm saying, get over with the extra shots of full price. Like, you got to watch these waitresses, these servers, these bartenders, bottle girls, all that, man. They will get over you. This tip culture is crazy, bro. It's crazy.
So I realized I played the wrong one, but that one also raises a couple of good things. This one right here is the original one.
I'm glad you did.
The other one talked about the gratuity / tip thing, but this one, I don't know what it's like in Houston or Atlanta. From everything we've heard, it sounds like a terrible fucking place to go out.
West.
It just sounds just like a really like a tug of war thing out there. It doesn't sound like a lot of fun. Maybe it is a lot of fun, but it is a lot. To my knowledge, and in my experience, and in myself, I'm never ever trying to get one over you, or trying to do this and that. I'm gonna shoot the server here, the waitress, bottle girl, some bail here, and say that it was probably a busy night. There's a lot going on. The machine wasn't responding right, whatever. Boom, boom, this and that. There's a lot that's going on. So I'm gonna go out and say that it wasn't intentional. It wasn't. She wasn't trying to get one over you. Maybe the machine wasn't functioning right. She hit it an extra time just to make sure, and then boom, ticket came out. This and that.
I'm not riding with that.
Before you finish that, I just want to also add. Maybe she forgot to ring them in at the right time. And then she went back and tried to ring them in after you asked for it because it was so busy. So, I just want to add that as well. If we're shooting her bill, let's also shoot her service industry bill. Let's not just put it on the POS. Sometimes it is on us. Like, maybe she did fuck up and didn't ring it in on time, because if you're in a place that says $5 shots at this time, you're not the only table saying that. Yeah. I want these shots at 10 o'clock. So I apologize for jumping in. I wanted to make sure we let people know that before you continue too.
And then the thing about the auto grad too, like, yes, it's auto graded for whatever that service is, blah, blah, blah. We do that at my job at $100 over. We auto grad. Me handing you the ticket is just for you to fucking sign. It's not me asking you for more. You can if you want to. You absolutely can. At my place, it's just like, we just need you to sign this. That's it. You got to sign it for whatever bookkeeping records. I don't fucking know how it works. It's not just because the tip space is empty doesn't mean we want an additional.
But that's on the business too, though. Like you said, that may not be on her.
Yeah,
it's also on the business.
It is.
Why is the ticket printing out with a tip line if you already have autograph?
Yeah,
there should be an option when the person is signing or paying or something that says, hey, this has already been auto-graded. Would you like to tip? Let it be known. But these businesses aren't doing that.
No.
And, sometimes the servers and bartenders are using it to their advantage. I mean, we have to be honest about
sometimes
that.
They are. And
not everyone. Not everyone. We're not out to get you.
We're not. But again, we're not trying to get one over you. We're not, everything he said in the video, we are not trying to do that. We're just giving you the fucking ticket. We didn't design the program that goes into the machine we didn't do that, dude. I don't know if they automatically do it no matter what the cost is, or if there's a certain amount they do that. We just hit the buttons, boom, the ticket comes out. We're not doing this, dude. Stop coming. All of these TikTokers, and even the comments too, man. The fucking comments on that shit was like, let me see. I don't even feel bad anymore if grad is already included on my tipping, since was gratuity and tip different. Person can't even fucking type. It's the principle. It's never about being cheap. It's just unethical. I ain't never too drunk to check the receipt. I sober up fast. I was born at night, but not last night. That's funny. If they charge me gratitude, automatically I don't tip. Wow, some of you need to check your fucking grammar.
That's fine. Everyone's trying to type fast, and it is what it is. I'm not worried about the comment section on that.
Like, girl, I see the grad is 110. You want more money? It's like we're not doing this intentional to get one over.
I'm somewhere in between.
Yeah. So let's move on to that part.
Yeah, because I do feel like, yes.
Sorry, one more. She was hoping you were tipsy and didn't catch it. Come the fuck on.
Well, some people are. So let's go ahead and move on to the next part.
Damn.
Let's go ahead and move on to the next part.
That is some people. I can't clearly. No one can speak for her intentions or whatever. It could be a very busy night. Probably was a lot going on. However, it sounds like she came back 2-3 times with the wrong printout of like what was ordered. And so it's like, all right, cool. If I fucked up on what the amount was the first time I bring it to you. And it's like, oh, no. At that point, I'm going to have a conversation with you. Okay, what did you order at what time? And I'm going to get that right. But like bringing it back multiple times and continuing to get it wrong. And even by the time he ended up signing out, he still paid for like an extra full price shot. That makes me question it a little bit in terms of what, like, clearly she could be busy and just not, but like, I don't know, when I'm dealing with people's money and clearly they were very conscious of trying to get this thing at a happy hour, whatever my judgment of that is, like, okay, you're being very, conservative with your money, whatever my judgment of that is, clearly they are very much trying to be conservative with their money. And so I'm going to try to adhere to that. And so I'm not saying she intentionally was trying to fuck him over, but it definitely doesn't seem like she had great attention to detail to try to make sure that this dude
absolutely
was getting right. And the fact that he kind of had to call her over and send a file, which like that happens when it's busy as fuck. But I can't speak to the rest of service, but it sounds like if that was the majority of their interaction for service, it doesn't sound like she was providing the greatest service. If she wasn't. And so with that, if that auto gratuity is the service charge that is going to her, which a lot of times it isn't, but that's just kind of the way the framework is. If I'm a guest and I look at that and it looks like 20%, you already got it, that's just yours. And that I'm probably not tipping on top of that if it wasn't great service. So
I mean, and that's okay.
Somewhere in the middle.
And that's okay. That's absolutely okay.
Yeah.
It just really bothers me when these people on TikTok or whatever just say that we're doing this maliciously. No, we're not. It's these systems, these businesses, like you said, that put these practices in place. And I will agree with you on that. Like, after the second time, she should have consciously been like, all right, let me make sure all of this shit is okay. Take that extra 20, 30 seconds that you're at the POS to make sure everything looks right, all the happy hour, this and that. Like, be on your shit so that way they don't go back and make fucking videos and talk shit about it and say that these servers, bartenders, waitresses are trying to get one over you, pull one over on you. And you have the fucking masses over here like, yeah, this and that, blah, blah, blah.
Because clearly people are going to run and make it super, super dumb dramatic at that point.
And it probably wasn't even that serious, but also it's people's money, so it is that serious at the same time. It's just, I don't know, man. I hate seeing videos like this for people that, like him, clearly don't work in the service industry and just run to make a video to talk shit to even widen and push that divide between service industry and just regular people, which there shouldn't be a divide anyways. But go ahead. You got something teed up. I see it in your face. He's bubbling and boiling.
I hadn't
figured
out how I wanted to say it.
No, that's fine.
I'm working through it right now.
I can still keep going. The original video that he stitched was also talking about this difference between gratuity and tip, which I had mentioned earlier. Most places are pooling nowadays anyways. Like, I'm going to say 9 out of 10 places are doing that. I don't know many places where...
You're talking about behind a bar?
Yeah, behind the bar. Like, every place is just pooling. Nobody's going to individually... take home based on whatever number they enter on their POS. Like that's just not a thing anymore.
Right.
I've noticed from people that I've talked to, places that I've worked, it's all just pooled. So this whole thing about like gratuity versus tip, there's no difference because gratuity is a tip. And vice versa. That's just a fancy way of saying tipping. That's gratuity.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
You're
so
right.
there's no like this versus that. It's like, look, this is 20% gratuity is added on there because of whatever fucking reasons.
Right.
And then the business also includes a tip line for whatever fucking reason to give us more. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know.
Though. So I took a while.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So
he's back, everybody.
Tag in.
Sorry.
I
just wanted to let you guys have the freedom to, flesh out all of your ideas there too. And I was just trying to think of it from the customer standpoint. And I also had this issue at work recently where I was telling management, hey, when the customers are looking at their receipts, because I always give a paper receipt. I don't like putting a handheld in front of someone that says, just give me your percentage. I don't like doing that for two reasons. For one, I know for the guests, sometimes it feels like we're just putting pressure on you and everything like that. And it's like, okay, whatever. But the other side of it is sometimes people want to tip more. Sometimes people want to tip less. But 9 times out of 10, people want to know what they're paying for. And for me to hand you a handheld and then for you to try to scroll through to verify everything you're paying for, that's a pain in the fucking ass. To me, when it comes to using handhelds and things like that, that should be not a last resort thing, but it's supposed to be strategic. The problem is that I've been seeing is that a lot of times when management wants to bring in handhelds, bring in these POSs that show you what the tip percentages are as a guest, they always tell us, yo, you should be cool with this. You should be happy about this. Your tip percentage is going to go up. No, it's not. A lot of times the tip percentage is lower than what, if you're giving good service to great customers who actually want to tip you, it's less than what those customers are going to give. And for the people who already don't want to tip, they do not mind hitting the button to back out to custom tip and hit 0.
That shit is
They do
so-
not give a fuck.
Every time
So,
you see them taking like that extra, it's like, and like you're on the other side, it's like, oh boy, here we go.
yeah. And that's fine. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
no.
I'll be
It's
perfectly
whatever,
honest with you, man. Like I don't care. It's not that I don't care about being tipped. It's just I don't care if you're not tipping me. Just know for each interaction, for each transaction that you are not tipping me, your service will progressively get lesser and lesser.
Yeah.
I'm not going to work harder for less money, just like you wouldn't. And I'm not going to judge you for saying that you want to spend your money in a different way.
Yeah.
Totally fucking fine. So that being said, the other thing that I wanted to address is, yeah, that server did not do a great job of managing that particular tab. The fact that there were, as you and P both talked about, him saying in the video, oh, it was like the 3rd time, and then it was still wrong.
Right.
So it sounds to me like everyone was drinking shots and everyone was having a good time. It sounds like it was a pretty lit area. I say that because looking at the gentleman, he don't look like he goes to a spot that's fucking dead as fuck. Why would he? He
Right.
looks like he wants to have a good time. So it sounds like that spot was popping, especially $5 shots.
That's
Everyone
insane.
wants to say, hey, I want this amount of shots at this time. I want it
Yeah.
at this rate, this and that. So then that server, bartender, whoever could be thinking, I have 10 different tabs
10 different
that
tabs.
want me to put all of these shots in
100%.
just at this time and overload the fucking bar. So now I got to deal with the bartenders being pissed off because I just put in 47 shots of tequila
Yeah.
because 10 of my tables all want tequila at this price right now.
You were on one today.
Yeah, man. Jesus fucking
No, I'm
Christ.
good at the moment, so it's gonna get all cheesy on my fingers. But
You're really good.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right. Don't let me distract you.
Too late. Shit.
Do you have a video to show us?
wait, you still?
I
going?
was literally in the middle of a thought. And you just came in with snacks,
I
like
came in with
like
some
you're not
chips.
recording.
I was up to use the
All right, bro.
bathroom.
All good, man. P has decided to do his own thing this week, so
You wanna
let's let
bring
him
out-
do
you wanna
that.
Bring out the puppet?
let's let him do that. But what I was trying to say is that
She had
you have
47
have
shots
all
at the
of these
bar.
different tabs that you have to take care of at that time. And then if there's one mistake, it just throws the whole fucking thing
of
off.
course.
Now you're asking your manager to fix these tabs because as a server, as a bartender, the one who's putting in these orders, you have no control over it once you hit send because most of these places do not allow you to have any control over it.
Right.
Like once you hit send, you need to go to a manager to do
Which is
anything
fucking
else or
stupid.
change anything else.
The best you could do is split it off to a random extra.
And that's
table.
if they let you do that. 'Cause I've
Yeah,
worked in
shit,
places that
yeah.
don't let you split anything
Yeah.
at all. No splits, no voids, no discounts, no nothing. I worked in plenty of places like that.
Yeah.
So now you got to go to one manager and say, I need you to reset this. And they're like, what do you need me to do? All right, you tell them everything, you go walk off, you come back. They're like, okay, everything's done. You go back and you look at the tab, or don't look at it because you're busy. You just print it. You take it back to the guest. Now it's messed up. It's not. It might not even be your fault. Might be your fault for the first one.
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. But the second one might not even be your fault. Might be the manager that messed up. Maybe that manager misheard you. Maybe it's loud as fuck. Maybe they're busy as fuck. Maybe they're stressed. Maybe you're the 10th person to ask for a comp or a void or a split or a discount or anything at that time, and now they fucked that up.
Yeah.
It, as P said, it's not always that the person who is asking you to pay your tab is trying to get something over on you. Sometimes it's just a lot. Like, you don't understand what really goes into a bar, or a restaurant. I remember showing that video last week or a couple weeks ago where a person was saying like, oh, why did your dessert take so long? Well, let me give you a whole rundown of what caused your dessert to take so fucking long.
Yeah.
That same thing could have happened there, but instead that has now gone online to make it seem like that establishment and that server, even though there's a 50% chance that they were trying to get over on you, that's only 50%. And usually it's a lot less than that. Because if you do something to get over on a guest and that guest can prove that you did it intentionally, you're done.
Oh, 100%.
And then it's even harder for you to find another job.
And I'd like to reiterate what you said. Any spot, I mean, specifically because we work in downtown LA, but just imagining a spot in LA that would have $5 tequila shots and it's Casamigos, that place would literally just go through a case of Casamigos an hour.
Yeah.
Because there's no shot in LA of Casamigos for less than $12, $13 probably.
No, more than that.
Yeah, I know. Like ours is like damn near 17, I think. But that's what I'm saying. Like if you could find a place that's giving you Casamigos for $5 for happy hour, that's crazy.
Stay away. Stay away from that place.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor.
That place is like drowning in people that are just zombies.
The We Outside crew.
That is the outside crew for sure.
That is their headquarters.
Because the outside crew is going to tell the other outside crew, and
everybody's
damn,
outside.
Happy hours 3 to 6 by 5 p.m. That place is swamped.
Oh God.
Yeah, sorry. I just went down a road of thinking about working there, and it's awful.
You guys ever have those managers that question why they have to do the voids and shit? It's like, dude,
100%.
I don't just shut the fuck up and do the shit. Stop questioning. I fucked up. Just fucking type the shit. Put your code in. Shut the fuck up. Stop questioning why this. Okay, why this? Okay, well next time shut the fuck up. We are in a fucking rush.
Yeah, no.
Put your code in. Get the fuck out of my face.
No, then they ask you like,
oh my God,
can you print that out for me because I have to like report it at the end of the night with like the report, and I'm just like, yeah, I got you, cool, but like
Dude.
I gotta keep moving. Like there's shit still happening. Shit's still in motion right now. I need to go pick up this food, and like I have 2 more drinks to make at the bar. I just literally just came to you because I just need this to get done right now because they want to check out. They've been waiting for me like 2 minutes now because I had to make drinks before I could come to you. And yeah, no, bro, it's
don't question me on how I should do this, but shut the fuck up. We are drowning right now. Dude, put the code in. Get the fuck out of my face. Go help the other server that's asking for your help too. Stop questioning me, okay? There's a lot going on.
I'm literally Leo at the Titanic, and this is the fucking door that I'm hanging on to. Don't be fucking Kate Hudson. Pull me on this fucking door with you. Jesus Christ. Just put in your code. Let me get on the door, and we can finally maybe actually survive the Titanic.
Or like in the Wolf of Wall Street, where they're gonna start like their new IP or whatever, and the dude's cleaning his fishbowl, and Jonah Hill's like, "You're doing this right now?" And then he eats the fucking fish. It's like, you want me to ask me all these fucking questions right now? What are you fucking doing? Why are you a manager? Oh my God. Sorry, I just got heated.
It's like, if we could just put a pin in this, like I swear I will explain everything when we're not
I'm not going to explain anything. I'm going to forget about this.
I'm going to explain it later when we're not
Don't
drowning.
you fucking text me about it either.
Oh, text me. If I leave the building, I don't want to hear anything from you. Once I clock out, it's a wrap. I'm not responding to anything unless I didn't pay my bill that day. But food. Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio references. You got one?
No, I don't have any Leo.
Okay. It's kind of like
references.
Django when P said nigga again.
I did not. I didn't say that on camera. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's a joke. I'm kidding. That is a joke. That is a joke. Joke, joke, joke. We're kidding. I'm kidding. I didn't say that.
You notice how
On
we're
or
just
off
being
camera.
quiet and letting you just drown by yourself.
I'm not drowning. I can swim. I'm good.
How else would you get here?
I just was thinking about a joke. Damn it. I was thinking about a joke and didn't come fast enough.
Oh,
There we
shit.
go. Yes,
He
sir.
could say that.
One thing
shit.
about me is I
Ooh.
always come fast enough.
God damn.
Back to back.
Oh, that
Like
was a
Drake.
good one. That was a good one, too.
No, it didn't deserve a bell.
It was a good one.
No, it wasn't. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
though.
I see where you're going.
Yeah.
I was just really focused on what he said.
No. His were
That
hard
was,
hitting.
that was a really good one. So speaking of $5 Casamigo shots or whatever, people, and I mean the commoners, the civilians, the
Jesus
civvies.
Christ.
Can we not keep like condescendingly talk about
Every time we pull you back up, you're just like, no, I want to stay down here.
No, because look, here's why
I dug this hole. I'm staying in it.
Here's why I'm. Yeah, I did. I dug the hole. I'm gonna stay in this motherfucker. So this is why I call them commoners, civilians, because of the way they act, and it's like, you want to reset that clock? There we go.
Keep going.
But I know some
It's-
bartenders that act like that too, or some servers.
And that's that's fine. That's fine.
So there's
But
people that
I know.
skirt
But
the-
I'm just let me do my thing.
Okay,
here. Let
cool.
me do my
Okay.
thing.
Your hand signals are.
Let me do my thing.
It's very
right?
T-Rex hands right now.
Because the way that they're now catching up with how shitty of the quality of the tequilas they're drinking is hilarious. Not just because we've been on here preaching about it, but just because how readily available the information is. And they're just like, oh yeah, Casamigos is really, no, it's not that great. And now I am seeing on Twitter about people making threads about it and this and that. It's like, you guys are 6, 7, 8 years late.
We've been trying to tell you.
And even
for
before we
so
did this,
long.
like, y'all are so fucking late. When I heard about Casamigos, even then I was like, I tasted it like, this doesn't taste, and I wasn't big into agave spirits like I am now. And even then I'm not like a connoisseur, but even then I was like, this is really sweet.
Mhm.
This is not how tequila it should not be like this. It's just no. And I'm seeing these threads and posts about it and this and that. And it's just funny to me how just or even industry people, just seeing how people that drink this stuff are like, yeah, this is why it's not that great. Oh, this is why you get hangovers. Or seeing TikTok that's like, wow, finally going to Mexico, 13 shots in and you don't feel it, this and that. It's like, yeah, because when you drink real 100% blue agave tequila, it doesn't fuck you up. That's why you can wake up the next day and feel fine because it doesn't have any sugar additives or coloring or any agave sugar. Like, it doesn't have any of the bullshit in there that your body's being overloaded with, and you just have pure blue agave tequila.
Blue Magic. It's a brand name. No.
Yeah. American Gay.
I
for
just
everybody.
wish I remembered the quote.
American Gay.
I just
for
wish I
everybody.
remembered the
It
quote.
literally
from
just
that
like
movie.
it hit me like
That was
a
pretty
fucking
good.
Great straight.
Yeah.
Great
So I say all that to say that a lot of the tequilas you guys are drinking, and I say you guys because you guys are ordering it. You
Man,
all
you've
order
been
it.
saying you people a lot
A
tonight.
lot.
No,
It's
no, no,
just
no, no.
like,
This
yeah.
is for everybody.
Just say it with
This
the
is-
ER.
No, 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 no.
No, we hear the ER, but you're not supposed to say it.
No. It's all colors, all sexual identities and genders, all of them. They all order the same shit. They all order the commercialized and heavily marketed tequilas, which are all full of additives. That's your Don Julio, that's your Hera, that's your Casamigos, that's fucking what's the other one that I saw? There's another one, but I can't remember.
I think people are over Patron for the most part.
Patron is another one
They
too.
have been for a long
Patron
time.
is
Yeah,
Patron's been out of here since late 2000s.
Yeah.
Or I would say like 2009.
So
was probably the last
2000
ever.
late.
Yeah, 2000 late. I get it. That's a good one. But I mean, if you want to find good shit, I'm not gonna be your connoisseur. Fucking Google is free. It's on your phone. Look it up. But if you see commercials about it, if you see people pushing it, chances are it's gonna have lots of additives and bullshit in there. So, I mean, a couple ones that I know: Siete Leguas, Fortaleza. Those are two that are 100%
Yes.
agave. Those are really
good.
great tequilas. They taste amazing.
Yeah.
And they are owned and operated by Mexican families.
Do you think also what has helped people get over that shit is the fucking price? Because it's just like you go to these places, to these bars and restaurants, and you'll see that like you could order a margarita with a number of 100% agave tequilas, and the price is like let's say like $23, and all of a sudden you order with Casamigos because it's just a brand name. Now that shit's damn near $30, and it's not even 100% agave, and it's all these additives and helps you end up having more of a hangover. I wonder if that's also kind of.
And that's why you can't taste the alcohol, because the sweetness from the fucking agave syrup and this and that and all that, it's just amplifying what's already in the bullshit tequila. So like that's why you can't fucking taste it. Now you're gonna order a double. Now you're really gonna feel it the next morning. It's just compounding factors.
But I have noticed that, like, you know, I do the thing where like people is like, oh, people ask for Don Julio a lot, and we don't have Don Julio. It's like, oh, well, what tequilas do you have? And they say Reposados, and I go through all the Reposados. I leave Casamigos for last. People have been asking me more times than they used to. We're like, will you tell me which one and you think is the best? Even after I say Casamigos, and I'll be like waiting for them to say Casamigos, and they'll be like, well, what do you think is best? I'm like, oh, well, allow me to take you through.
Sit down, you little shit.
Yeah,
I'm about to tell you right now.
Let me tell you about Herradura. Let me tell you about El Tesoro. Let me tell you about some of the things that we have. Because I think people are finally getting a little bit over Casamigos.
Over this past weekend, we had an event, and this dude comes up, asks for a shot. My girl was sitting at the bar, and he bought a shot of Casamigos. He's like, oh yeah, I love Casamigos. Like, yeah, one of my homies told me, he's like, oh, this is the good shit. This and that is like, it's not bullshit. It's 100% agave. This and that. What, just going off about how like how additive free it was, this and that. And after he took the shot, I was like, actually, Casamigos is probably the worst option you could have chosen.
Your
He's
homie
like, what?
doesn't love you.
He was like, what? I was like, yeah, it's got a bunch of additives in there. The coloring, sugar, all that shit, vanilla. There's a lot of. He's like, nah. He's like, no way. I was like, yeah. If I were to take some, put it on your hand, and you just keep going like this, your hands are gonna feel gross because of all the shit that's in there. He's like, damn. What do you think I should get from now? And I was like, well, here's a couple that are. We don't have them, but here's a couple.
Yeah.
The next time you go somewhere, get those. He's like, damn. I thought it was 100% agave. It's like, no, it's 100% agave sugar that they use.
Yeah.
But it's not. He was just so mind blown because he told my girl, he's like, yeah, no, I love this shit because it's 100% blue agave. And I was like, hold on, buddy.
That's crazy.
It's not. But now you know.
Yeah.
And then he was this, to go a little bit further in the story, he was this older white dude. He was like really big. He's been in there before. And the last time he was there, he fell asleep against the wall. I shit you not. He was just standing against the wall. So he leaned back against the bar and was looking at party goers, and he was just like this. Let me give you a visual. This was him.
You look like Jesus.
That's his arms on the bar, like that. That's his arms on the bar like this.
Oh yeah, nah, I've been there before.
That motherfucker fell asleep again on the bar.
It happens. Sometimes you're sleep deprived, and
This dude was at least maybe in his mid-50s or whatever.
Ooh.
But I saw his head just kind of tilting more and more and more and more, and then it went forward. I was like, I didn't have to see his face. I was like, oh, he's asleep. I called security. I was like, oh, he's out here.
But it also is just like, I don't want you to fall over, dude, because he sound like he's a big dude too.
Yeah, but like he
found a place where he wasn't.
He
gonna
had
fall
balance.
over.
He had
Ooh.
true harmonic balance
No
because
respect.
even when he was leaning more over, his body was still like centered. It's just his head had to rest on his shoulders.
So that's
When he
a
was against the
practice sleeper.
yeah, he stand. And when we left, he got kicked out. When we left, this motherfucker was against the fucking the light post or whatever. Just not even completely leaning on it. It was just kind of more of like just there. He was just standing up sleeping.
Yo,
I
this
think
dude's a
it's
Shaolin monk.
Dude, he had balance.
Okay.
He had more balance than the Shaolin
I'm
monk.
impressed.
He stood up sleeping.
As a person that sleeps wherever, I am impressed.
Oh, you could learn from him.
I would love to
He
learn
is a
from
seasoned
him.
sleeper.
That is dope.
Plot twist. That's one of the monks that makes the chartreuse recipe.
Baby.
Yeah, he was trying to like get out in the wild and see like how his product is actually doing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he had the Casamigos, and that's probably what put him to sleep. I don't know.
He was not-
This is
the last
bullshit.
I heard from like, you know, I feel like the people that determine what is and isn't tequila based on the percentage of preservatives you can use and all that, I think they said like Casamigos is almost borderline not even tequila anymore.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like barely meeting the standards.
Barely. Just fucking barely.
Yeah.
I remember hearing well, not hearing, but reading a little bit of something. I didn't get a chance to read the whole article, but and I tried looking for it and couldn't find it again, so it might have been bullshit.
Yeah.
But the part that I did get to see, it said something about how I don't know the name of the whatever you would call it, but the governing body for tequila out of Mexico. They
Right.
were talking about coming up with a whole new like category for celebrity spirits because usually they're so bullshit because most of them were rushed.
Yes.
If you're gonna do a real agave spirit,
not
it
letting these
takes
agaves
years.
get aged to the right
Yeah.
amount.
Not letting him mature.
Yeah.
It takes years to come up with a good tequila.
Yeah.
And these celebrities are like, no, I got to get it out now. You know,
Mhm.
The Rock,
Armand is another one.
Terramana's another one, but at least he took I remember him saying, like showing posts about it at least a year before it came out.
Mhm.
And his añejo or their añejo didn't come out until the Blanco and Reposado had been out for about a year. So did they cut some corners? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it was decent corners, you know,
Right.
as opposed to, you know, Kevin Hart's tequila came out a year or two later and I haven't heard anything about it because you know it's trash.
Yeah.
Nothing against him. I'm just saying you rushed it out. You
Yeah.
rushed it out because your friend made a tequila and, you know, it kind of popped off a little bit. And if I could get a bottle of Terramana for a decent price, I'll still buy it.
Yeah, Terramana is not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad
good.
at all.
I like it. I'm not gonna get fucked up on it, but
Right.
hey,
Yeah.
well, you got
Right.
Terramana, I'll
Which
take
one
it.
was
I'll
the-
take it over Casamigos.
What was the Jenner one? Tequila Ocho or something?
818.
A18.
818. That one's pretty trash. And people will come to the bar and ask for that. But a celebrity tequila I will stand by is Dos Hombres. Are you guys
Mezcal?
familiar? That's the one by Bryan Cranston and Aaron
Yeah.
Paul.
Well, you said tequila. I was saying mezcal.
Oh, they have a mezcal as well. I think they have a tequila, don't
They
they?
have a tequila now?
I think they started with the tequila.
I've never seen them have a tequila. I've only seen them have a mezcal.
Hmm.
Theirs is I believe is categorized as a mezcal artisanal,
Oh, okay.
if I'm not mistaken. But
Perhaps.
it is a mezcal.
Okay.
I almost tried to go work with them at one point, but I was
Really?
like, I don't want to be a rep. Like one of the reps came in to my job and we were just shooting shit and they're all like, "Yo, we could use another rep," and I was like, "I don't got time for that, man."
You got close though.
Yeah,
They
I
almost
got
you.
close. I
No,
got
but
close.
like I mean, also it's Breaking fucking Bad. So like I'm
Yeah,
very
yeah.
on it.
Theirs is solid, but they charge too much for that.
Wait, how much are they charging for?
Oh shit! A lot of times when I'm at one of the grocery stores or something like that, looking at a bottle is around $60, at least 50.
For like a 750?
Yeah, I'll buy a Madre or shit, even a Legal or something like that before I'm
Yeah.
gonna pay for a Dos Hombres
Right.
$750. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, if it's not proven, probably not. Like a proven like really good mezcal.
Yeah, I mean, and nothing against Dos Hombres. It's like
Yes.
I'm not trying to shit on it just because it's a celebrity spirit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any problems with it when I had it. I had it before knowing it was a celebrity spirit.
Right.
I just knew it was expensive, and I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was worth the price.
Right.
I'll be honest about that. And then I found out that it was a celebrity mezcal, and I was like, well, I'm not against it.
Right.
It still was solid, but now I know why you're charging what you're charging.
Oh, of
Because
course, yeah.
you know, a lot of times, what ends up jacking these prices up is the bigger a company gets, the more ads they want to do. So, you know, you got a smaller company, they want to do some ads, they want to do a buy or have an event in your space,
Right.
and they'll pay for it. And, you know, it's pretty manageable. You can do that at a couple of different places a month and keep your costs pretty solid. We went to a tasting a couple weeks ago for Diplomatico.
It's great.
A great time.
Yeah.
Great time. But when you have one of these like larger ones, they're, hey, we're doing 40, 50, 60 events a week
Yeah.
all across the country.
Right.
And we have to pay for all of those up front to
Mhm.
get our product in front of everyone. We're using it as ads,
Mhm.
you know, but then, you know, of course they file their taxes and get half of that written off,
Yep.
but they put the price on you to pay the front end.
Yeah.
So a lot of times that's what's really happening to you guys is you're paying the upfront costs to keep their business afloat and growing. And then the following year is when they receive all of their rewards from it, but they're not going to drop the price.
No.
Because you already paid the first price.
It's already done. It's a wrap.
Yeah. We've said that before. If you want the prices to drop on something, stop buying it.
Yeah.
Period.
Listen, I haven't seen a bar that actually carries Dos Hombres, but like my friend who kind of collects like higher end tequilas, like has like a few of their like exclusive like releases and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay, it looks like they're doing pretty good, I guess. But
I was looking to see if it was
is it only
additive.
mezcal?
No, I was looking to see if it was additive free.
Oh, is it?
I guess yes. I guess mezcal can't confirm. I guess mezcal in general is one of those things that you can't confirm if it's additive free or not. I don't know.
I guess I feel with mezcal, it doesn't really seem like you need to have additives for the most part. Because people drinking mezcal usually want it to be smokier unless they go for an Espadín or an Espadín Reposado or something like that, where they want it aged in one of those different barrels. I think which one is Reposado aged in? I'm blanking right now. I smoked a lot today. Sorry. But I know for a lot of times with Reposado, they age it in a different barrel. I'm pretty sure it's a bourbon barrel or something like that.
A bourbon barrel sounds right.
Yeah, but when you're aging mezcal in that, and then you go through and you filter it and everything, it's going to come through smoother.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of times I think when it comes to mezcal, you see less additives and more so they just age it in different barrels to bring the smoky flavor down, maybe.
It says by law, mezcal must be 100% additive free.
There you go. They got ahead of it because remember, tequila's been around for a long time and they didn't have a lot of those safeguards in place.
Right.
But mezcal just popped off in the last few years.
Right.
And from what I've been told by a lot of people that I trust over the last 5 years is that before, you know, especially the last 3-4 years, mezcal was considered lower than tequila.
Well, basically, mezcal, from my understanding, like all tequila is mezcal.
But
And,
not
like,
all mezcal is tequila.
Right, because basically you're just using a lot of agaves to make mezcal, but you can only use a very specific blue agave to make tequila. And then it's like, you know, the process for making it is very specific. But yeah, because mezcal, one is such an acquired taste, but then also how you can make it is with such a variety of different agaves. Like it's, yeah, I'm sure like the way that you make it is probably a little bit more specific.
You know what? Since I've been talking so much about the additive, or since we've been talking about additive free shit, I'll give you a link and we'll put it in the description so you can find additive free tequilas and agave spirits and all that shit. So that way you guys can now learn and understand that shit.
Well, make your own decisions as
and
well.
Then, and if you want to keep drinking fucking Casamigos, then keep fucking drinking that
Or
shit.
Clase Azul.
Oh my god, Clase Azul.
Yeah. No, let's just not put it all in George Clooney. Let's put it on Clase Azul as well.
But yeah, we'll provide you with a list in the
Yeah.
description and all that, and then you can check out and see which one you want. Find it at your local stores and purchase it. Because chances are a lot of these places are also Mexican owned, family owned. So support them.
Yes.
You know, stop supporting these fucking celebrities. No shade to Dos Hombres because I like their mezcal. It's not bad.
My favorite alternative to Clase Azul is Dos Artes. It's also a ceramic bottle. It's the smoothest tequila I've ever tasted. I think it was their extra añejo, which at the time I drank it, it was maybe like 200, but then it got pretty popular. Now I think it's gone up to like 500 or 700, but like it got pop. But like their
That's why
añejo,
I don't tell anybody stuff that I find when I like
I know
it.
that's what the fuck happens.
I want the price to stay where it's at.
Yeah, it was
sorry.
great when I had it. But their añejo is still really good. The ultra or extra añejo that I had years ago was like just, I wouldn't say it's like water because clearly it's like agave, and so like it tastes, but like it was so fucking smooth. But yeah, Dos Artes is anything over Clase Azul, but Dos Artes is like my choice for the best premium tequila experience. I would say. But yeah, you had un video.
Oh, I felt like we were gonna flesh this one out a little bit more, but that's
bet.
cool.
Yeah, no, let's go.
Oh no, I got the video. If you can cue it up for me a little bit, P.
What's the video? Oh, wait. Huh? Sorry. I was still looking at
Anyway, so back to the Dos Artes Clase Azul. I think fucking Casamigos. George Clooney's had enough motherfucking money at this point.
Yeah, he's got enough money. Fuck it. Don't drink the Casamigos. This shit's trash. George Clooney, you got some shit to say? Come
He's
say
not trash, George Clooney.
it. I didn't say he's trash. I said his
Okay.
tequila's trash.
Because Ocean's 11 is one of my favorite movies.
No, he's a great
I will
actor.
fight you.
Shitty at making
Over
fucking
Ocean's
tequila,
11.
but great actor. You know, just stay in your fucking lane, man.
No, he's not shitty at making tequila. He's amazing at. Because here's the thing: before the pandemic, Casamigos was kind of decent. I think in the pandemic, the additives got worse and the price went up because they realized it. Because I remember Casamigos was maybe, let's say, 750 milliliters. Reposado was
I
maybe.
still don't like it when I had it then.
Really? Before
still
the
didn't.
pandemic?
Yeah.
I was cool with it back then. But then when I went back, like in 2021, it was $65 when it used to be $42, like maybe a year and a half ago. Then I was like, what
Also,
the fuck am I drinking?
Why are you jacking up the prices, George Clooney? You don't need the fucking money.
I mean, he had already sold it for $3 billion.
The price of agave went up.
That part too, because us Americans started drinking that.
Also,
shit
you
out
have
of
the money.
water.
Who cares? You can pay for it. You
Well, no,
rich
he already
motherfucker.
sold it. He already got his.
All right,
$3
whoever
billion.
owns it now, you rich motherfucker. You could afford, if you can buy the fucking brand and all the operations, you can afford to continue paying those prices and keep the price the same. You rich motherfucker. Fuck you. Cue up the video. Let's do this shit. I'm about to get pissed. Let's go.
You can't get pissed while eating Cheeto balls.
You want them? They're really good.
I just don't want to mess up my fingers right
Just
now.
take one.
That's cool. It's fine. Are they spicy?
No, they're like chili and cheese. It's like tahini-ish
It's
flavor.
fine. It's fine. I'll come back to it
Yeah,
later.
whatever. You might not be able to. They might be gone. I'm just saying. Anyways, just to kind of real quick before he starts this,
Tequila.
again, it's just funny to me seeing
People catch
people
up.
wise up to it, and I hope we see the downfall of these popular brand name tequilas. I hope we see the downfall pretty soon, so people can finally understand that this shit is fucking trash. But I hope that doesn't mean the good ones go up in price. Although if they are
What do you
Mexican
mean the good
family
ones?
owned, the authentic 100% agave Mexican owned good ones.
Oh, the Mexicans are. The good
And even if
ones.
their price does go up, hey, they deserve it. They work their ass off.
Also, I was thinking because I gave my input. What are your guys' like suggestions for like your personal favorite tequila as a opposition to like the
I've only had it a few times with Fortaleza for sure. Fortaleza and Sete Leguas is really good. I had it in my last bar.
Oh.
Solid. Fucking solid.
You too?
I don't have one.
You don't have a favorite
care.
tequila brand?
No.
Interesting.
I don't care.
He's not Mexican.
I like
Doesn't
to try
care. Doesn't hold.
everything.
I'm just kidding.
Wait, what was the last thing you said?
I just like to try everything. I just really don't believe in having favorites because that's when they jack up the prices.
Oh, you don't want people to know about it. Got it.
No, I mean,
Oh, we're
just in
gatekeeping?
general.
Let's-
Just in general.
Let's go. Let's
Just in
gatekeep.
general. Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's gatekeep the tequilas. You know what? Keep drinking that shit. Actually, yeah. Casamigos is great. Keep drinking it. We recommend it. You're right. Good fucking point. You playing chess over here, and I was playing fucking checkers. Yeah. Keep drinking Casamigos, Don Julio, Head Out, all that shit. Keep drinking them. Yes.
Yeah.
They're great. Approved. Don't drink the other shit. It's trash.
Do you know fucking Redacted has like our own line of Reposado with El Tesoro?
What?
It's called the Redacted El Presidente Exclusiva.
Oh, you guys
Reposado.
Kirkland that shit?
Bro, it's a thing, and I don't really know why or what happened, but yeah, and I tasted it and I was like, this, it literally is like a slightly lighter Reposado than like the actual El Tesoro Reposado, but like I sell that shit all the time because I'm a salesman. Gross, but like I just like people get like, oh, Reposado, and then I get them on El Tesoro, and it's like, oh yeah, cool, and like I bring over the bottle. I'm just like, did you guys actually know that Redacted has like our own Reposado? And they're just like, oh my god, really? I'm just like, yeah, you should have it in your margarita, dog. I sold a margarita with that shit. I didn't realize it at the time when I sold it. That shit was $38 for like the Redacted.
Your branded tequila.
With as a margarita, so that's probably adding, I guess, let's say $6.50, $7 maybe.
How much is a shot?
I gotta double check now, but I feel like it can't be over $18. But maybe it is. I don't know.
That's taking house liquor to a whole nother level.
I mean, it's not our house liquor, no,
But like,
Yeah, that wasn't house. That was more drum and bass.
God damn it! Play the fucking video.
No, keep going.
No, that was.
I'm listening.
We also have our own Redacted Maker's Mark whiskey. It's a peach brulee because we had a peach bourbon tea, and when we first rolled out this peach bourbon tea, we were using this. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Sounds pretty good.
But like we have this this Redacted Maker's Mark exclusive thing. It's like a peach brulee Maker's Mark, and like we were using with that, and so now yeah, it's a thing. I think it's really gross, but I'm a fucking slave to the machine, so I upsell it all the time.
Yeah, we've already talked about that on the show.
Yeah.
We're all slaves to the machine.
Maybe we should just like get rid of the word slave on this show.
Y'all keep saying it, not me. You just
No,
make
you
that
just
clear.
keep saying.
God damn it. You made him.
What did I make?
You made him
What's
go.
Bomb. I don't know.
You dropped the hard R.
No, it's what you keep saying.
I don't.
It makes
I
me-
don't.
It
I
makes
don't.
me and Nando
I-
uncomfortable.
No, I
honestly.
don't. I
And I think we at some point we should address it as a family.
No, I
It's just very-
don't say that. No, stop. I don't. I really don't.
Maybe he doesn't say it as much on camera,
No,
but like it like makes us feel really uncomfortable. And
I don't say it at all. Please play the video.
Sorry,
Help me.
Sorry, I gotta
I'm
make
drowning now. I
gotta
can't
make a
swim. The tide came in. It pulled me out to sea. There's sharks in the water. They smell my fear. Please hurry. The video.
Sorry, I gotta make a note right now
No, don't make a note. Don't make a
gotta make
fucking
a
note.
note.
What note are you making?
to edit the hard R out.
God.
Y'all gotta keep filibustering.
Yeah,
'cause I gotta
so-
see when this was.
Yo, yeah, no,
Fucking gross.
somewhere around, yeah, but we were talking about, yeah, Redacted has like our own lines of random shit like Maker's Mark and El Tesoro.
So let me just to clarify. When you say
Yes.
they have their own tequila, whatever, like
I don't
they
know
just
how it comes
collaborated with,
about. Bro,
or
I don't know how it comes about necessarily.
do they just slap their name on it?
But like it comes from the actual like
So like if let's say it was just
brand. It comes from the actual brand.
let's say if it was just a Trade Gen.
Yeah.
And they just slap their name on it, or they put
Like
a little
there's
logo.
a case that will say Trajan Reposado, but like redacted exclusive or something like that.
Oh,
and so
okay.
we get a case of
Got it. I see. So it's like when Funko releases certain pops and they only sell them at certain stores, they say Target exclusive.
Sure.
And they slapped a little sticker on there. So you can't find it anywhere else other than that place.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
It's like they're not selling the redacted version of these brands at other places now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
That makes sense. I understand now.
But yeah, it's like there's a lot of money.
Senor.
I'm sorry, did we go too far?
No, I just like how he used an obscure reference to define
sense.
your reference.
Yeah.
And you were
already-
like, yeah, sure.
It makes sense to me.
Whatever you said,
yeah.
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 because it sounds like you get what I'm saying. I don't get what you're saying. That's fine.
I know Funko.
Nah, it's just,
Yeah.
trust me,
Yeah.
in real time, I could hear it. In real time, you were like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, for sure.
cool.
It's in the ballpark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Just-
I
just
can
help
ring
me
that
get
in
there.
for happy hour price at 801. Sure. Yeah, sure.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure, you can get 7 shots of $5 Casamigos at 10 o'clock, and I'm not going to fuck up your ticket. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. Let's just roll the dice on that one.
And she came back with less confidence, and now he's upset, thinking he got cheated.
Yeah.
Which maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know.
Also, if the shots were that important, why didn't you just go up to the fucking bar?
Well, no, don't do that because
I'm
like
gonna do that.
that
You got two
server.
fucking legs.
if you-
Honestly, let's take it a step further. Let's put it back on the people who complain about the prices. Just in general, remember that you came to us. You came to us because you couldn't get all these people to come meet you wherever you were.
Sure. Yeah.
You need a place to go to have fun, to hang out with your friends, and hopefully meet new people, new friends. You're looking for a place to hook up. You're looking for dinner. You're looking for drinks. You're looking for a good time, whatever. It still costs money, man. It just seems like people want to have fun for free, and there's no free fun. I'm sorry. There is no such thing as that anymore. At
Yeah.
the very least, you got to pay for gas. You got to pay for something. So just recognize that none of this is free. It all costs money. And I know it sucks that it's costing more money for you. But trust me, I feel the same way when I go out to another place.
Yeah.
Why the fuck does this cost so much? But, I'm not going to make it someone else's problem because at least we understand. But that is what this show is here for.
Yes.
We are here to bridge that gap. We're not just trying to take our side in this dividing line.
No.
Like we're honestly just trying to make fun of and educate both sides as much as possible. And at the end of the day, man, we're not, like P said, we're not trying to get over on you. The majority of us are not. And if you see that someone is, then don't let them serve you anymore.
Yeah.
Or don't go back to that place. If you're getting shitty service, just don't go back. But I do understand, like in these times, it makes a lot of sense to then post online and say, don't go to this place.
Yeah.
Don't go there because of this. Well, then, of course, that place has the opportunity to then defend themselves. But please don't make it a video where it's all of us, because it's not all of us. Because I've had people, and I know I've said on the show before, when someone hands me too much money, I don't give them the change back, but I do. Unless they're being a dick.
Yeah.
If you're being a dick and you hand me $50 and you think you handed me 20, then you handed me 20. But if you're being a nice fucking person, or you've done nothing for me to feel anything towards you other than you're just a person in a bar who is spending their money, then I'm not trying to get over on you.
No.
Even if I know I could, I will try to give you your correct change back.
Yeah. Yeah. I meant to ask, did I mention how some low-key celebrity went on a IG story rant about Redacted?
Ooh, no.
Yeah. This happened, I think, this past week, maybe. I it's a kind of a hard story to tell without trying to put too much attention to it. But yeah, there's a celebrity, low key celebrity, like he's been on a popular show.
That's fun.
Yes. Anyway, he goes on a 15-minute IG story rant. It was like a long time. I thought it was just going to be pretty quick, like one little like however many second clip, and then it was about like 6 or 7 of them joints, and it was very much of him saying like, it's not that big of a deal. I don't think it's that big. Whatever. I actually just thought it was funny, but let me tell you the specifics of how this entire story went down. And I was like, oh, okay. And someone sent me this story because I don't follow the person, but apparently he came in, he, she, or they came in, and I guess they had. It was a warm day, and they had like a cutoff shirt and some pants. And so our security stopped them while they were waiting to be sat and was like, hey, are you good? And he was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just waiting for a table. And security was like, oh, that's crazy, because I actually came over here to kick you out because you don't have the proper like dress attire to be here. And so then the gentleman and or woman and or non-binary person, there we got there.
You know, the easiest way to do all of this is just say they.
I know, but like,
but I feel like
I
because
fuck up and then I try to fix it in real time.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I not to get too sidetracked, but it gets so frustrating seeing people get so upset about saying the word they or them when it's actually the easiest one out of all of them.
Yes.
I call everybody they. I don't give a fuck what gender you are. You are they to me until I know who you are.
The problem is
You
that
they and you them.
I keep on saying what it is,
Yeah,
and then fixing it in real time.
I know.
Yeah, okay,
but that
cool.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
overall, it's like just say
Yeah,
they
just say
them.
them.
All of us can just be they them.
can all be
I don't
that.
really give a fuck
not
what
that
you
big of a
are
deal.
outside of that.
Yeah.
I get annoyed when we have to put what race and sex we are on a fucking job application. What does that matter?
Can I do the job? Can I do it?
Do
well?
I have the experience?
Yeah.
Or have I lied enough about my experience
Right.
to work here? Like, those are the only two things you need to be worried about. And am I
successfully
too
lied
young or too old for the position that I'm applying for?
Yeah.
That's it. Don't matter what race you are, what sex you are, what you identify as. Can you do the fucking job? Period.
Boom. Diggity.
Sorry, but you were saying.
No, you're good. They went on to talk about how Redacted just thinks too highly of themselves to be asking for them to be in not a cutoff shirt where their nipples are showing. It's a lunch in LA. Like, why would you? It's a warm day. Why would you expect them to be dressed in something more than that? They've been to numerous other locations
Then
in
go
other
there.
states.
Then go there.
What's that?
Then go there. Go there.
Yeah. Well, they are in Los Angeles, and they ended up having a reservation at Redacted here. Yes, and so it just went on and on and on and on and on about the specifics of the interaction and how it went down, and like, y'all just don't go to Redacted there because they think too highly of themselves and they don't realize they're just a spot in Los Angeles where and I there are parts of it that I felt, but then there's also parts of it I'm just like, but you're making a big deal out of it. Like,
You're
but like,
making
that's
it about
just,
yourself.
yes, that part. But like P.
They're saying all this shit about they're just a place, but you went there.
And spent
went
all
there.
that time complaining.
And you made a reservation, but you went. You were saying
brought
like
all
they're
this
just
attention.
this place, but you went to just that place.
Yeah.
I wish I would have saw that video because I would have commented, this could have been a Yelp review.
You would tell them to do a Yelp review?
I would have hit him with it. This could have been an email.
Oh.
This could have been a Yelp review.
Let's
move on.
It went on and on
Let's
and on
move
and on
on.
and on and on and on. And that was the thing. It was
They
like
were butthurt.
they were, because the thing is, in my head, I'm just like, some of the points you're making are actually valid. Like, our dress code is all over the fucking place because while they're complaining about that. I've literally served women at our bar, then I can see everything. And I'm just like, oh, okay, this is what is going on a Sunday night, because a lot of tourists come in town and they're trying to dress up and dress out and all that. And I'm just like, this is an interesting choice. But it's Saturday or Sunday night. And
That outfit was a choice.
yeah, the outfit was a choice. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, I've seen that. And then apparently they, I guess, wore a cutoff shirt where like their nipples were kind of visible, and we didn't allow that. And so I can get why there is ire or just like some anger or whatever he felt about that. But also they had a lot of just resentment to the nth degree, where you spent your platform in telling your X amount of thousands of followers about us and why they shouldn't come to us. But now they know that we exist, and maybe this is a place that is a little bit more stringent about our what is it, dress code.
Well,
and so
you just let them know that at this establishment, nipples belong on the bottles, not on the bar top. So,
and I've
dress
seen nipples
appropriately.
on our bar tops.
Yeah, just
But that's why it's yeah, I don't know.
sorry,
But yeah,
I don't want to talk about titties for too long.
no,
We don't want to get
because
anybody in trouble.
we already got one edit for the day.
No, just don't want to get anybody in trouble.
Oh.
You can only talk about titties for so long. Actually, you and I can talk about titties.
Okay,
Yes.
yes,
So
fair enough.
you stay out of it. Treat titties like racism. You have no part in this. Well, not racism, but
Just stop
black
him.
issues.
Yeah, yeah. I think I've built enough of a narrative for P today. I'm not going to contribute anything else.
Not only did you build the narrative, you created the script, you made the books, the board games, the children's toys.
It's a whole patented franchise. It's a franchise.
You Hello Kitty that shit. There's merchandise.
Yeah,
on
Zack
everything.
Snyder did.
Drinks,
Yeah.
food, and
No, there's a whole Disneyland dedicated to
you created
P's
you created a
racism.
universe for it. The P-verse.
The P
Pete's House of the Hard R.
Bro, oh my god.
And the thing is, I literally did not come in today with any idea for this narrative, but I'm
You
rolling with it.
You said, "Hey, Target,
Yeah, I don't
found
know.
you."
It's like to mix it up a little bit. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Well, I'd like to see you do that to our next guest. Just
Wait,
make
we
it-
don't know. I mean, will you be on camera for that? We won't be on camera for our next guest, actually.
Wow.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
yeah.
going to take the week off. Let everybody else have the floor, man. I'm really excited for that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
With
for the
everything
second
dialed
time.
in.
But at least this time, we know what we're doing. There'll be no audio issues and no sleeping on the couch.
Or the chair. No sleep.
Yo, they've been
Two
texting me.
drinks.
No promises. No promises.
Two drink
Nah,
minimum.
Two drink
they-
minimum.
they've been
Maximum.
texting me.
Two
They-
drink maximum. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, they've been texting me for the last week, like, nah, I'm not passing out this time. I'm not passing out this time. I'm coming in ready. I was like, all right, prove it.
Okay.
For all of our guests, make sure you eat beforehand, and then we'll
Yes.
try to feed you afterwards. But
Yes.
eat. Come with a full stomach, please.
Yes.
Or at least try to.
Or try to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
We won't have
something.
snacks. I'll eat them all.
Or
And it's
semi-
also fine if you don't drink throughout the podcast. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to do what we do.
Or if you just want to embarrass yourself, we will let you.
We'll provide a platform.
Yo, we will start making money one way or another. I don't give a fuck.
Touche.
Because gratuities obviously isn't included in this podcast. So
Yeah.
we're relying.
Boom.
Yeah.
on your
And the gratuitous is free.
I didn't. Yeah, you looked like you wanted it, so I gave it to you.
No, it's like-
Pause. No, stop. Oh my god,
Wow.
you guys. I'm not digging the hole. You're digging the hole, throwing me in there, giving me the shovel. It's like, oh, you did this.
Hey, I just feel like we've come full circle.
Bro, you had a video you were supposed to show. Can
Hey,
we
it's
show
too
the
late
fucking
now.
video?
We're so close to the end. If I start this video now, we're gonna go over time. We can try though.
No, that's fine.
We can try.
What's this?
Actually, nah. Fuck it. Let's do it.
No,
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's do
Nah.
it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
I'm
I don't
just-
fucking care.
I am.
ain't scared.
I
don't care.
Subject
I ain't
of
scared.
everything.
But in any event, I will filibuster by saying that I did have someone try to come in yesterday who was 86 a year ago for trying to fight me. And I saw him walking over from Redacted and give me eye contact through the open window,
Yeah,
like where you
yeah.
can see. And he kind of looked at me as he was walking in and saw the host and wanted to come up and try to exchange numbers with the host. Obviously, you could see her energy, like her shoulders were just like, no, I'm not into it, but whatever. And I asked X, shout out to X, but I was like, yo, is that the motherfucker we 86 like a year ago? He's like, oh, I don't know. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's him. As he was trying to type her number in or trying to do whatever, I told the manager, I was like, he's 86. Get him out of here.
Was there a?
He was mid game. He was mid game.
Was there
Salt to that
was there a
game.
moment where you guys met eyes, like two samurais in the field, cherry blossoms blowing in, like
Yeah.
whoosh, 86.
A lot of Shogun.
Nah, for-
acting.
Dude, it's a great fucking show.
For me, it was more like Game of Thrones because I gave him eye contact and I told my manager, who's built like Hodor, and he just came in and was like,
Hold the
Away
door.
with
Hold the door. Hold the door.
get on the other side of the door.
Very sad.
But
though.
yeah, they definitely got escorted out, and then they tried to come back while I was on break because they realized I was the reason they got kicked out. Like they couldn't get past the host stand.
But the entire incident now happens, so we're all aware now.
Yeah. But I feel good for cameras. You know, now we got a picture of him. You know, before we weren't doing that. And I wish more places had
I
that
was gonna
system
ask that,
in
actually.
place, man, where, you know, if you're going to have these apps for your employees to check their schedule, request time off, send reports, or you want to send, you know, different announcements and things like that, there needs to be a section set aside for, hey, if you see a person who looks like this, you need to go talk to someone else, talk to managers, something.
Yeah.
This person's supposed to be 86.
Yeah. Have it-
I see their face. I see the description, this
have
and
it in
that.
the back of the house, you know, or for bartenders somewhere in the bar with
Yeah.
the pictures and shit.
Well, no, I'm saying on the app, on the phone.
No, but-
that's what
yeah,
this
yeah.
manager has been doing.
But I'm also just saying
Yeah.
to piggyback on that too, like
Yeah.
for people that can't or don't want to check their phones,
Just a
have their-
physical printout.
Have
Actually-
their printouts right there somewhere in the back of the house where they
Yeah.
can see where there's much.
Depending on the
traffic.
place, that can be too much. But
Maybe.
a good middle ground is
Or fucking
Put
just
a-
put their fucking faces on the window like a wanted poster.
Well,
86
I actually was going to ask how do you guys
bounty.
deal
If
with
you
it,
catch them,
because
it's a raise.
Wild
or a
West.
bonus.
what are they, Pokemon?
I don't know. I'm also just thinking about
catch 'em
Fallout too.
all.
Just photo.
down
bounty.
on 86.
You come to the table like, shh, you're 86.
What is this, Han Solo? And the
I don't
first
know,
Star
man.
Wars?
I'm
No,
just-
I was going to ask how you guys do 86 because we suck at it hard.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, you
It's
guys are
so
terrible.
bad.
It's fucking sucking.
Well, it's a whole
I haven't
thing.
even been there, and everything I've been told about you guys are terrible, god awful.
No.
People will walk in there with a fake mustache, and
No, it's not even that. It's literally if you weren't on that shift where that thing happened, no one knows that person was 86.
people
And
walk in
then-
with big ass shades as a disguise.
and everyone comes in there with a hood up and shades on. So it's just like everyone just looks the fucking same. They're literally sitting down into their first drink and round of appetizers before someone's like, "Hey, weren't they 86?" And you're just like, "Oh yeah, I did hear they were 86." And then you go to tell the manager, and they're just like, "Well, did we have a conversation with them? We should talk with them about whether they were 86 or why they were 86 and why that incident occurred. And maybe if did they really mean the thing that we think they meant when they got 86? Because maybe they were deserving a second chance."
at your coworker,
And I'm just like, no. They slapped a coworker, and you're just like,
yeah.
maybe we should just talk with them about.
We
that
have a
slap.
conversation about the slap.
Yes. Yeah.
And or maybe they just speak sign language. So you just got to slap them back so they
You got-
understand.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's slap them back. Yeah.
Yeah. ASL baby.
So yeah. So our
We
86,
talk with our hands around here.
We do. As
Yo,
bartenders,
y'all
we do.
see that? What was it, the KFC or there was something where they put a sign up where they said like, "Hey, at this KFC location, we all have hands, so talk with us with talk to us with respect."
I see that.
And I was just like, "Yo, respect,
100%.
I respect all
I've
that."
seen that.
100%.
Yeah, it's the same thing when you walk into a Waffle House. You know, yo, we're not talking crazy when you come to a Waffle House unless you got hands like that.
Unless you got hands.
Yeah.
I don't have hands. I have hash browns. That's what I ordered. I didn't come here for the hands. Give me my breakfast sandwich.
I just want my
and
breakfast.
hash browns.
It's very simple.
That's what I'm here for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to a Waffle House when some shit went down?
Not where something went down, nah.
I have
There was
had
at least a
I have
scuffle?
never had a non-racist experience at a Waffle House.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I've just always like it's always just like everybody else gets served but me, or like I don't know. Just I don't remember all the incidences now because I haven't been to one since like high school. But we would take like trips down to like Florida or to Georgia or somewhere, and like I just
Very
feel like
racist.
just the South in general, just automatic racism. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah, I can concur.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. No, but every
Which
time
is a
I've been
word
to-
that they don't say in the South that often.
Yeah.
Which I can also concur on. I have a Southern education.
I haven't, but the food is good, so we always
It
end up
is.
back at it,
It
and
is.
it's fairly affordable and cheap. But I feel like I haven't seen like a fight go down at a Waffle House,
Okay.
but I have seen like just really random like just
I have,
discrimination.
and you kind of just sit there and just keep eating your food, as long as it doesn't get too close and
Oh,
interrupt
of
your meal.
course.
You're just like, fuck it, these motherfuckers just fighting.
Damn, these
Waffles
grits are
fucking-
fantastic.
Fucking
Pass the
waffles,
salt.
eggs, yeah.
My
You just
business.
ignore that shit. Ain't got nothing to do with me unless you fucking fuck up my meal. Nah, ain't got nothing to do with me.
Absolutely.
Waffle House is like a hood renaissance.
Well, he said it. He said it the best. It's hood hibachi. He said it best many episodes ago. Hood hibachi.
No, I'm saying it's like a hood renaissance. You go in, you order your food, you might get a show. You don't want to be involved. If it spills over towards you, it's like, oh shit.
Oh shit! I'm in the show now. Damn it, let me grab
I'm
my
a part
sword.
of it.
Yeah.
Oh, where's your sword come from?
A sword is just placed in front of you.
gallows.
Yeah.
Got motherfuckers with 2 butter knives.
Yeah. It's like I thought I had a turkey leg, but now I got a fucking sword in front of me.
Man.
And shit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
Hood
mean,
Renaissance.
yeah. All right. What else we got to close it out?
I don't know.
What do we want to leave it on this week?
Shit. Oh, we got
Whiteboard.
we got the whiteboard. Oh, the whiteboard. Yes.
I'm sorry. What does Whiteboard say? again?
We got to close out with Captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the whiteboard is can I
the-
get a
the
shot
cheapest
of
shot.
beer?
Oh, yes. Gentleman comes in yesterday. I'm just now kind of transitioning into the bar from like doing receive and like stock and stuff. So I'm just kind of sort of trying to get a feel for what the bar energy is. And so one of my coworkers, homegirl, shout out Christine, she like kind of
Oh, baby abs.
what?
That's what I always call Christine.
Baby what?
Baby abs.
Okay.
Yeah. She put it on one of her posts when she was like really getting into the gym.
Oh, bet.
And I'm never letting that name go now. She's like, oh, I'm starting to get my baby abs. I was like, yo, what's up, baby abs? It's been like a year. I don't even know if she works out anymore. And I know she's really annoyed by the name. But I just fucking loved it. It's such a good name.
Imagine she's very annoyed by that name. But like, yeah, so homie just sits down. The rest of the bar is pretty chill, but I don't know. There's just something about his energy that's a little loosey-goosey. And so I'm like, all right, cool. She gets in before me, puts the menu down. He literally says, yeah, can you get me your cheapest shot, your cheapest beer, and can I get a kiss? And mind you, so she's starting to kind of go out and like about to ask him like, hey, do you need anything else? But then he comes with that, and I'm over there. I think I'm trying to just like stock stuff or like put some wines away, and then like we both hear it. We both look up at him, both like, and then we look at each other, and look back at him, and then we both just like go off in separate like directions, and neither one of us respond to it. We're just
both looked at each other like, hey, he was talking to you. He didn't ask me.
That was directed at you.
He was looking at you.
Yeah, and then clearly at that point she's like, can you take care of him? And I was like, yeah, I got this. Cool. And then
So about that kiss.
yeah. So I heard you were looking for a kiss, young sir. And then also he had braces, which there's nothing against. We don't brace discriminate here. However, if you're leading with "Can I get a kiss?" it's just not the thing to lead with. I think you know what I mean. You know what I mean? It's just like I gotta navigate around a lot of like mechanical stuff. I don't know. It just seems a little weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird. But yeah, so I get him his shot and I get him his beer, and then he doesn't have a card on it. And then I'm just like, so we're closing out, right? Like at this point, I'm just like, you're coming with a lot of energy. I don't really know what this energy is on. Do you want to open or close? I'm heavily leaning on you want to close out. He's like, yeah, I'll close out. Cool. He doesn't have a card, doesn't have much cash. And like as he's like fumbling through stuff, it's seeming that he's like having like issues, and he's like, do you take Apple Pay? And I'm just like, yeah, we take Apple Pay, come on. And then but then his phone isn't connecting to our thing, so it's a whole thing. And it's like looking through how much cash he has, and then he looks at the check and he's like, what, that shot was $14? And I'm just like, yeah man, it's $14. I'm yeah. And then so then he like taps the shot back, so I take the shot back. He's just gonna pay for cash with the beer. But then also I kind of leave him at that point, and I kind of go about my day. Dude. I do take care of some other guests. I come back, hey man, we good over here? And then there's like a couple that's next to him they're enjoying their date. They're having a great fucking time, but he starts talking to them. They seem fairly friendly and inviting and warm of his like whatever. They're like okay with talking with him. And he looks at me, he's like, yo, he said he's going to take care of my shot. And I'm like, but the way he asked for it, he was slurring his words. So at that point, I'm just like, hey, man, that sounds great. Thank you so much, sir. But you're slurring your words a lot. I'm going to just leave you with this Stella right now. I'm going to get you a glass of water, and maybe let's come back in about like 10, 15 minutes. Cool. And then so then I leave, take care of other stuff. He just keeps on bringing up that shot. Keep on bringing up, like, they're going to take care of my shot. I'm just like, my guy, if you're out here and you can't afford your shot, maybe you should just enjoy your Stella and go home. That's in my thought. I can't say that clearly, but yeah. And then eventually the couple gets uncomfortable and they cash out and they dip. He's still asking for a shot, and we're just like, nah, man. And then he ends up being asked to leave. But yeah, so it started with that quote. When you start with that quote, you come in with that energy, the eyes are on you, and you need to really not weird. Fuck it up from there.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
Yeah, it was weird energy just to begin with. And so like that was the thing, and now we're all behind the bar just trying to figure out, do you just have weird energy or are you already fucked up? Either way, we don't really want to deal with you that much. And so it's just like, cool, give us a reason, like you're too inebriated already, and now we're looking for a way to get you out.
If something like that happened at my bar to one of my women coworkers,
oh yeah,
I would definitely be the one to come back around and be like, yeah, so about that kiss. Just to make them uncomfortable, like they made my coworker uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So about that kiss.
Yeah. If I was in a more playful mood and like more jokingly, I probably would have. It was one of those things where like I just was coming to the day and I was just like, oh, this motherfucker, like this is where we starting the day at. But yes, I wish I was more
and everything like that. So that kiss, what's up? What's good? She clocked out. What's up?
What's up, bro?
What's up with that kiss?
What's up, though?
Yo, you want me outside? No.
Outside.
Oh, you leaving? Where you going? Where you going? Yo,
bro.
That kiss. Yo, come back. Never come back. Never fucking come back. Leave a Yelp review or whatever. The bartender was trying to kiss me.
Nah, you were trying to kiss a bartender.
Exactly.
Motherfucker.
You come to my bar and you say, let me get your cheapest shot, beer, and a kiss to any of my coworkers. I'm going to put the shot and the beer in front of you. And then I'm going to say, well, our cheapest kiss is my ass. So there's a shot in the beer. You still want our cheapest kiss? You can make it happen.
Pucker up, pretty boy.
The shot in the beer will be free. I'm willing to negotiate.
Oh shit!
Hey, we can make it happen. How far you want to go to save some money?
Is this episode coming out this week?
This week, no. It'll be either probably Sunday, maybe going in. No, it'll be out Monday morning.
Oh, so we shouldn't talk about Capicola then, because it'll be.
I can say. How about we just finish this one up and then do our own thing for Capicola?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll literally just wrap this one up, keep it rolling, and we'll do that. And for those out there wondering what we're talking about,
Yes.
then
you missed it.
yeah, you already missed it.
Ooh,
It already happened.
man, that
And
party
we
was
were
crazy.
there.
Ooh.
Man, my back
Shit.
is.
Oh my
fucking-
God, were we
Shout
there?
out,
Oh
shout
my
out, Chef
God.
Vic and everybody.
Chef
involved.
Vic, Brandon, Giselle,
Giselle's
as
the
well.
DJ.
Gabby.
Maciel.
Thank you. You know everybody.
yeah,
I
yeah.
named the 3-4 names I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
get through.
Shout out salsa. Shout out bachata. Shout out
Merengue.
merengue.
Spanish words.
Shout out like yo tengo. Shout out yo también. Shout out pero like.
But since this will come out afterwards, they'll be back after a hiatus. They got some
Yeah.
other shit they're cooking up, which we'll
Yeah.
probably talk about. Maybe we'll have them back on between then and there because
I would love to.
Yeah.
I know that Vic had already said he had wanted to come back.
so
Yeah.
that might be the time.
I'd love to have him
Yeah,
come
that might
back,
be the time to talk
especially
about it.
during that hiatus. And we can do the same thing we did last time. Film it ahead of time while he has time, and then release it, a week or two before.
So yeah, shout out to folks at Capicola.
Yeah,
So, other than that-
Capicola and High Tide, like
yeah.
we said.
And
Shout out
shout
to
out to
Brandon
High
at High
Tide,
Tide
yeah.
as well, man. For employing this motherfucker. I don't know how you deal with him.
Because I deal with everybody.
There it is.
Yeah,
What else we want to leave?
I don't know, man. I'm on those 86s like bounties. I see them and I'm like, the fuck out. You're not allowed to hear.
God damn it! Who let you in here?
All right, you. Okay, bye everybody. That's it. We're
I
done.
mean, you are wearing the hat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're that. Yeah.
Cheers,
Shout out,
guys.
Appreciate it, you guys.
Thank you.